Now, in the next segment of Dirty Laundry Television, we have two filmmakers with us. Our guests today are Olu Gittens, and she's creator of the film Lucky, and we have Dominga Martin, who is creator of the beautiful film Yellow. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me today.
Thank you.
And we're actually going to show you clips from their films so you have an understanding of their work.
You know how to play Uno?
You can play me close if you want. Get up on me, tell me how you feel. Kiss my lips and dig me deeper. I'm for real, I'm for real. You could kiss the sky while it's gray. Watch it blushing, blush for days. Got me thinking about changing names. Oh yeah, where it's real, it's gotta be that way.
Oh, I visit the club.
Well, that's not bad.
Yay!
You know, with your kind of luck, you might be able to win some real money. I'll tell you what.
Wow!
$5 more to get you another shot at Lady Luck.
Get my bread right now and see you later, Gator.
Right. Yeah, Bob, yeah.
I look at these young guys out here running the streets. I see a lot of myself in them. I remember how hard it was when I was a young man, trying to find a sense of direction in life. You remember a club called Putnam Central?
Yes, I do!
It's a Lindy Hop at that place all night long.
Oh, that was way before they even had the jitterbug.
Way before. You know, kids today think rap started with him. It started with us. Hit the road, Jack. Cut me some slack and I'll be right back. Right on time, baby. Right on time.
Welcome back to Dirty Laundry Television. In this segment, we'll talk to filmmakers. It's on the real time. Today in the studio with us is Olu Gittens, creator of Lucky, and Dominga Martin, creator of the film Yellow. Olu, I want to start with you. Lucky was such a beautiful and unusual piece of work. What I found remarkable about it is that you bring us pictures, images of times that don't often get a lot of airplay on television. You have an intergenerational piece that focuses on an elderly woman who's also an elder in her family. And the material itself has a pace to it that's unusual for what we're accustomed to. It seems to ask us to slow down and pay attention. And I just wanted to say how much I appreciate that.
Great, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Okay. And then, Dominga, one of the things I found so striking about your work is the pace of it and also the production. When I looked at your trailer and watched some of your film, I was struck by the studio effects of it. And I'm curious, is this a piece that you did in studio with a major label or a major studio?
Thank you for that. No, Yellow was shot independently. My boyfriend and I put our money together. We saved while working, and we all came together. You know, I was blessed to have a really creative and team that's always working to work with us on the production. So it was independently done.
Excellent. One of the things I wanted to talk about, given what we were speaking about earlier today, is that when people complain about what they see on the small screen and on the big screen, one of the things they say is, well, we'd love to see more independent work. And then the conversation seems to stop there. And occasionally you do have some independent releases, but frequently what we're seeing now is that larger studios have created smaller studios which still control the process quite similarly to the big blockbusters. And so for those of us who want to see more independent work, there's this sense that it's not there. What's your sense? What's your answer to us? Is there independent work out there? Are there a lot of artists like you with finished work out there?
There are, and it's amazing just how many black filmmakers, extremely talented black filmmakers there are. You mentioned BET earlier, and they actually have a short film series, and it used to be on BETJ, now it's on BET, and it's actually helping to get black filmmakers' work out there to a larger audience, and I think that's helping to raise the level of programming that BET, you know, often had the reputation for. It's amazing just how many black filmmakers, you know, I saw Dominga's work in Real Sisters Film Festival, and just how many black filmmakers, particularly black women, that are out there that are working. And it's sort of hard because you sort of have to hustle and do your day job, whether that be, you know, something in a different field, or it might be in music videos or publishing or something like that, and then try to get your independent feature film made. So, you know, there's a juggling act going on, but there are a lot of us out there.
And I'd just like to add that Yellow was actually shown on BETJ, which is their alternative station. And there are tons of independent filmmakers out here doing work. But when it comes to climbing to the next level, to being like a Tyler Perry, then that is a whole other animal. Because I am actually in development of my first feature film, and I had a studio meeting in LA, and they loved the movie, you know, but they said, it feels like The Best Man, or it feels kind of like Tyler Perry's Why Do I Get Married, just because it's an ensemble. There are no relations to the character or similarities. But they said, you know, because The Best Man hadn't been made in almost 10 years, we're not going to give you the money for it. But the second time around is easier. So if you do it yourself, we can have a meeting and we'll talk about distribution. So when you get to that door, it's kind of hard to break in because it's no longer the days of Spike Lee, where we can get our family to give us, you know, a couple $100,000 and make a movie. Now to get a movie sold as an independent filmmaker, it has to be made for at least $6 million or more. So that's hard.
$6 million.
To have production value.
To have production value. And so that's one of the reasons why, you know, you say Yellow has a high production value, is because out the gate, when I started my film company, House of Ming, it was to produce quality movies out of an independent house.
Well, and I actually, the production value is similar on both films. What I noticed about your packaging of your film is it reminded me of how studios package films. So one of my first thoughts was, is this released? Is this about to be released? What studio has she signed with because of the packaging? But that's part of what I found so remarkable, is the production value. I felt like I was looking at films that could be on the big screen, and I thought to myself, well, as an audience, we're always saying, well, we would support these things if we could get to them. So how do we resolve that problem and bridge that gap between the audience and the filmmaker or the artist who has that finished product, but distribution then becomes the barrier? Are there already solutions out there? What's happening?
I think you're getting some solutions out there. We have a distributor, Black distributor, Code Black Entertainment. There's One Village Entertainment, and that's part of Image Entertainment. It's a subsidiary. And so there are a growing number of distributors that really try to focus on what they call the urban audience and trying to broaden and diversify their content. But a lot of times they want films that are already made. So with filmmakers, getting that money, you know, going to a studio, wanting them to bet on you.
It's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
I can see that.
Exactly.
Well, I'm so excited that we were able to introduce the audience to your films. Where can we find more of your work?
Sure, you can go to ogproductions.com or you can go to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/ogproductions, and I spell it O-H-G-E-E because my initials are Olu Gittens.
And Dominga, where can we find more of your work?
You can find my work right now on my MySpace page, which is myspace.com, a House of Ming film. Yellow will also be distributed on a DVD compilation called Urban Slam Volume 2, which should be coming out soon.
Okay. I'd like to hear about what you have in development, what's coming up on the pipeline for both of you. Olu, what are you working on now?
I have a piece called Baby of the Family, and I think it's going to be amazing. It's a feature length, and it's about what happens when a family gets together on Thanksgiving Day. Rivalries and family grievances come up, and then on top of that, an uninvited guest comes and demands a place at the table. Oh,
I already want to know who it is. What's going on?
And so already I have some really great attachments to the project, and it will be on the Internet Movie Database pretty soon as being in development, so I will definitely keep you posted on that. And I'm in the process of raising money for the film.
Okay,
and
good
you know,
to know.
there's a juggling process because you want to get attachments as well as financing, and sometimes there's sort of a catch-22, you know, and you almost have to rely on really good actors to take a chance on your project and let their names be attached to it before all the finances, you know, are in place, you know. But a lot of people have been eager for my next project and willing to take a chance on what it's going to be, and I've been really surprised and really pleased that people have been, you know, coming forward and saying, you know, I want to be a part of this.
That's a good sign. It means you're doing the right thing. And Dominga, what are you planning? What's next for you?
Feature film, we're not releasing the title because that's going to be released with the video blog because we're doing behind the scenes of the making of the film.
Okay.
But it's about 4 friends that are working on making their dreams come true by any means necessary.
Okay.
It's being produced by Preston Holmes, and he's done a lot of Spike Lee's work. From Malcolm X, he also produced Hustle and Flow, Something New. So it's a great team that we have put together. of veterans, both A-list casting agents and producers, and I'm the baby, and then I'm the newbie, but I'm learning a lot. And one thing I just want to encourage independent filmmakers of is something that Preston Holmes told me when we were going into the studio meeting. And I said, you know, what if they say that I'm a new director and they won't give me the money for the movie? And he says, you know, no one can make you do what you don't want to do.
Well, and we'll close with that. I think that's excellent advice. And thank you so much for joining us today, ladies. Excellent. Olu Gittens and Dominga Martin. We'll be looking out for your films. And the next feature we have for you on Dirty Laundry Television, where we talk issues and air solutions, is our music feature. Today's musical artist is Maya Azucena, and she's got her video, Get It Together. Thank you, Maya.